Well, good morning, everyone, and we welcome you to Blues Game Day Live alongside Joe Vitale. I'm Darren Robert Pang, and as Joe likes to say, why wouldn't I be?
Why wouldn't you be?
Guys are skating behind us here, an optional skate, kind of getting back to the normal pre-game routine. A skate here yesterday, actually a team picture yesterday, a promotional team picture, just the players, and then today they look like they're off and running here. Let's take a look back, Joe, if we can, to the last game against Colorado. We talked about that as a game in which you gauge yourself. Everybody comes in and plays the St. Louis Blues, the defending Stanley Cup champions. The Blues are getting their best. Every coach and player has mentioned it after a game against them. And now the Blues had a chance, I think, and it was good for them to set their game up against a really good Avalanche team, and boy, did they succeed.
I thought they did a great job. You know, obviously the greatest full game, 60-minute game the Blues had played all season long. Chief backed that up with a great comment at the end of the game. I think there was just an intensity to the game, Darren. I look at David Perron's goal, and just take that goal for an example. He's guarded. Nathan MacKinnon is close to David Perron as you and I are together right now, and David Perron pushes off. It's just not accepting being covered. I mean, that's the intensity that I think a lot of times the Blues have been missing this year. They had it. They had the bite in that game. It was a division rival. They arrived. I think losing Ranson really hurt the Colorado Avalanche, and the Blues just exploited them. I mean, one shot in the second period, that's not a lot of hockey you really gave to the Colorado Avalanche. I really liked Craig Berube's line changes. I love the decision to mix it up a little bit in that game.
You know, going back to the shots against Colorado, it's the first time in 9 that the Blues have given up 2 goals or less, and only 18 shots against the Avs after averaging 32 shots against per game. So tightening everything up as a 5-man unit. Before I get to the forward combinations, I'll segue smoothly to the defending combinations, and that would be for the second game in a row, or third game in a row, we saw 55 and 27 together, Colton Parayko and Alex Pietrangelo, and they looked like they've got it in sync, or they did against Colorado.
Well, and I think that this is still the audition for which defenseman wants to play on the left side with Alex Pietrangelo. We tried Justin Falk there for a while. I thought it was good in spurts. Vince Dunn's been up there a little bit. Jay Bouwmeester now. I really like Colton Parayko and Pietrangelo. I thought they were in sync. They played that 10-foot rope game in the defensive zone. They defended hard. They pretty much shut down that MacKinnon line in that first period. Continued to without Ranson throughout. And I really like Colton Parayko's decision to get up in the play. Alex Pietrangelo continues to get up in the play, and in order to do that, you got to have a defensive partner that you have chemistry with. You have to understand how to read body language, and for just only a couple games in, I thought those guys did a terrific job. This could be a terrific shutdown pair moving forward.
Taking care of some of that injury inventory. Carl Gunnarsson skated yesterday pretty well. He's out there again right now. But I think the thought would be that you keep 55 and 27, you keep 19 and 72, Bouwmeester and Justin Falk, especially Falk's decisions on the offensive side of the puck getting better and better. He's got 4 helpers in his last couple of games now. And you got Vince Dunn and Robert Bortuzzo. So Bortuzzo on that penalty kill. How about that shot block? Straight off the hop, the one-timer from
MacKinnon
and bang.
Ouch.
Big number 41 slides in there, a little beef on the bun down there, and makes a great shot block. And
All
boy,
guts.
did that ever pick up the crowd, huh?
Oh my gosh,
everybody,
all
the whole
guts.
bench, everybody, slamming their sticks on the boards.
Well, and that's sometimes, you hate seeing a team take penalties, which I still think penalties are still an issue for the Blues, and they got to tighten those things up. But sometimes you take penalties, and you look at how a kill can produce energy, and how a kill and a shot block can really get the energy up on the bench in this building, and how it can kind of turn the tide. And no one does it better than Robert Bortuzzo. I mean, he stepped in front of MacKinnon. He stepped in front of Shea Weber earlier this year. I mean, Alex Ovechkin, the kid's just fearless. It's so much fun to watch him on the penalty kill.
14 shot blocks in that game against the Avs, whereas only 2 against the Montreal Canadiens. A different style of game for sure. I would rather start a game on the penalty kill than on the power play at home.
Yeah.
How's that?
Wow.
Like 3 minutes into a game, starting on the power play, I think that just absolutely sucks the life out of a building. You're just not ready to go yet, but you are ready to put the work boots on a penalty kill.
Yeah.
And that gets the energy going more than a frustrating power play.
Darren, you just blew my mind.
How do you like that?
I agree with you. I never would have ever thought those words would have come out of my mouth, but hearing it from you, you're convincing. I like it. I like it.
Say it with conviction. Let's talk about the Los Angeles Kings. Started off slowly. A lot of games at home. They're on a 4-game road swing. Played well their last 2. And if I'm not mistaken, they've averaged 38 shots a game per game.
Time to get that goaltender's percentage up. Yep, for sure. That's a lot of pucks. You know, Tom McClellan, I think I had him when he was in San Jose. I played against him a lot. San Jose, they had that identity for just pumping pucks to the net. You know, his first year on the job here in LA, that's the identity he's trying to get this group to play with. Shoot as many pucks as possible. Darren, I think they have like 3 games this year where they have 20 or more shots in just the first period. They come out hot. They want to start fast, and they want to throw everything at the net. So it's going to be a situation for the Blues here tonight. It could be a storm weathering start. You know, similar to what Colorado had. I know the Blues played a great game and they won that game, but if you remember those first 8-9 minutes of that game, Jordan Binnington had to stand up pretty tall.
And this is, I mean, Jordan Binnington will be going over the video with Dave Alexander, and that funneling the puck from the goal line or the hash marks down means the goaltender cannot leave that post prematurely. You've got to be patient in your ability to watch the puck for as long as you can. Don't take a play for granted because they'll fire it right at your feet. They had 92 attempts against Carter Hutton and the Buffalo Sabres, and Carter, one of his 3 straight shutouts, absolutely ripped 2 points from the LA Kings. So you know that's going to be there as well. Players to watch for, Andrzej Kopitar certainly. Jeff Carter, still a slick player. Ilya Kovalchuk, second in points for them. Last year, a funny year. Good start, and then it kind of fell out of favor a little bit, but they're hanging in there with them, and a big right-hand shot that likes to fire the puck.
Yeah, and then Doughty on the back end, the power play, pretty scary power play.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of veterans, a lot of guys that were drafted first round for the LA Kings back in 05, 03, 06. You know, Dustin Brown, Kopitar, Lewis, a lot of veterans, and they got some young guys. You know, there's one kid, 46. I can't think it was Lizotte, I think his last name.
Lizotta?
Yeah, Lizotta. That's what it was. I watched
it's like
the game.
a coffee. It's a beautiful smelling. Maybe it's a latte.
Your barista probably knows what that is.
That sounds good. I need a coffee now.
I watched the game a couple of games ago. He went to St. Cloud State, a young kid, surprise out of camp. They have some young energy. They're trying to flip it a little bit in LA, but you definitely see how the veterans are leading the charge under Tom McClellan. And again, they're playing good hockey. They're trending upwards.
Yeah, the third coach since Darryl Sutter won 2 Stanley Cups in LA. Todd McClellan, an accomplished coach in the NHL, get things going there. I'm looking forward to the game tonight. It's a 7 o'clock start right here. It's downtown St. Louis. It's a beautiful day. This is the Enterprise Center. Come on down. 6:30 on the radio side on 101 ESPN on their pregame show, and then Chris Kerber and Joe Vitale have got the call at 7 o'clock. John Kelly and I'll do the same thing on Fox Sports Midwest. On the television side, I'll get that makeup humming. And I think if Doug Armstrong was watching this morning, I think he'd be pretty impressed with your ability to break this one down.
He may make me an assistant coach. It may be my last year doing this with you guys.
For Joe Vitale, I'm Darren Pang. Have a great day, everybody.